Talk about now. I'm going to talk about natural resources. People use so as we see in Brave New World Revisited, the chapter talks about that natural resources are not good for them because people can use them for their own benefit and use it to their advantage to cause some. It can cause some good, but it can cause some bad results, bad consequences as well. As Huxley states in this quote, overpopulation would probably destroy the purpose of natural resources, which is to conserve our environment, and also, it would some countries like Russia, they would use them to their advantage for defense and retaliation, and it would cause like the United States military to be have less security and less guard. So when even resources are scarce, there's enemies of the U.S. are more likely to to use newer technology to help them, but they can have disadvantages too, like overusage. It can turn against each other. Technology, robots can rise, all that sort of thing. But in Aldous Huxley's novel, The Brave New World, in the book, the citizens in the world state, the people in there, they see the technology as perfect for them. Like it's unavoidable. Like it's detrimental to society, could be, but it it helps the human being relax, like soma and drugs and all the hypnopedia and the Volkanovsky's process. It would provide the best services, so make everyone happy and feel like a perfect society, like where everyone's happy, everyone enjoys themselves. We are going to talk about the ideal man and an ideal society. An ideal society is a utopia where everything seems perfect and there's everything good that's happening around the world. We see from an article by Shah Shavani, the ideal humans, they contain some traits and characteristics that make them be known by being healthy, attractive, generous, and well-mannered. But some of these have disadvantages, like a low confidence, in which people will not feel as confident when dealing with some sort of situations. And that relates to the book because some of the characters don't have any confidence for how John doesn't have confidence in what the world feels like in a Brave New World. The society feels like self harm. People are hurting each other, er, and like they having bad thoughts to themselves. So why that? Well, it's because as people have everything to themselves, they should feel like they can do anything. They have the freedom to do the free will. They have a choice to harm themselves, just like John or Lenina when she drank soma to help her feel good. And John, who is whipping himself near the end of the book, and in perfection. The world, of course, in Brave New World is perfect. Everyone's happy, and everything feels good. No society, no teachers, no education, no books, no parents. Everyone's together, worthy of each other. Now, in the modern day, overpopulation has. Yeah, the ideal man, overpopulation can contain these facts and possibly absorb these confidence and self-harm and protection or perfection. And so we must work on it to help each other. And in the modern day society, with more than 7.5 billion people on Earth, many fears of overpopulation surround everyone. So like using natural resources and overuse of technology, there would be a big problem to occur. I see. Huxley pictured the world in a negative way because he feels like the future would be at a disadvantage due to more technological innovations and a bunch of new natural resources and the flow of overpopulation happening and more resources to be used. Here's a graph of the population right now in the globe. We see that more more people that are in the middle age, like in their 20s and 30s, are still living right now, and there's a lot of kids still, a lot of babies born in 2018 right now. So overpopulation is really happening right now. The world's populating because more more babies have been born every seconds, in a matter of seconds or a matter of minutes or something. And we gotta like fear about that. I mean, overpopulation can be good, but what about the rise of supplies and demands and economic problems? So we see here that Brave New World pictures overpopulation. It could be a bad thing because it could harm the society with overusage of technology. Finally, to conclude, dude, we see that society has been using technology to their advantages, and how the world pictures it as a negative. Brave New World pictures like the world negatively because everything's perfect. You just gotta accept for your faults. Just like said, and revisited overpopulation can lead to bad consequences. Some of them the worst ever. You just gotta learn how to accept it for your fault. Be yourself. It's of overpopulation can lead to serious problems, and that interconnects with Brave New World too. By how if there's an overpopulation, it would stir up bad results. And here's our works study page. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Good night. So.